Hello. If you're not here at the beginning, you can rewind, but I'm going to leave it up anyway. This is a message to it, Kev, freak of nature, Angela. Right. Let's go into what Angela said on our panel. Thank you very much, Yogi, for putting that up. And I like the way how you worded it, because you more likely know it wasn't said in the way that she tried to put it. And the name of Yogi's clip is called Look Who's Stirring the Pot Again. Right. So let's hear what Angela, Kev, freak of nature, bullshitter, whatever way you want to say it. Let's see what actually was what I'll describe, because otherwise I have to go through a lot of the live to describe what I was saying, not what Kev, Angela, freak of nature, had translated it to be. So let's start off with this, and then I shall carry on.
A disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Right. I will put up a banner, a silent banner, because there's something going on the screen which I can't watch. So let's have a look which one it is.
A disclaimer under Section 107 of the...
Not that one. Let's put up.
A disclaimer under Section 1...
I'll find it in a minute. The one that I actually want to put up. Let's have a look. Something here, I'm sure, that is silent. Hello, Mickey. Anybody else? Mrs. Magpie. A lot of people were in my chat at the time. So right, let's hear what Angela said on Smilers. I think even Smiler isn't going to fall for that, because it wasn't what I was saying now, was it, Angela? So let's listen to what you said.
Go on,
and then he turned around and started saying about you being in prison and you were somebody's bitch and all that stuff. And he was like really speaking about it in the like a vulgar, disgusting way where you were somebody's bitch. I'm sorry, but that to me, when you're in prison and you're someone's bitch, that means that you're getting raped every fucking time. Yeah? I'm sorry, but why is he fucking gloating about that? Is that just fucking disgusting? Or what? That made me so fucking mad, I swear to God, because next minute he's on there trying to be the fucking moral person. No, I don't think so. It's fucking disgusting. He's fucking out of order. Promise to God. I'm just gonna mute a second.
Right, they sent me the brick.
Right, you heard that. That's the claim she said on Smilers live. Now, the Smiler goes back and listens to it. He's more like going to go, hang on a minute. Ron didn't say that. What he was implying was that I was a willing participant. You know, that's why I said, if you listened, freak of nature, that when he went in, what he did, that sort of thing, hypothetical, whatever, that he was a willing party, not that he was what you try to spin it as. Far from it. So, yeah, you want to get your facts straight. I wasn't saying what you tried to spin it around to be. So, yeah, that was a bit stupid now, wasn't it, Angela? Freak of nature. It, Kev, whatever name you want to go by, I don't know. Right. Now let's reversal role play with you, Angela. No, I'll be polite. Angela. Let's reversal role play. Right. You have a daughter, yeah? And you, right? You're both females. Now, me, I've heard 14 people turn around and weaponize something that has happened to your daughter. And I decided to one day turn around and say, because I've got hurty feelings of what somebody else had turned around and said. And if I turn around and said, up on a panel, and I turned around and said, prove it that it happened to your daughter, prove it, unless it didn't happen. That'd be a bit scummy, wouldn't it? I'd be number 15 doing that, and quite rightly too. Also, could turn around and say before then, you was in a live chat when somebody else was saying exactly the same thing. Well, not the same thing, kept on going and saying, what did you do? Blah, 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 for about 40 minutes. You know, I was there, head mod, and I saw a message. Sorry, people, if I haven't said hello. Just I'm concentrating to get this through as quick as possible. But welcome anyway, and hopefully you're fine and your families are fine. Right. I know you're listening, Angel, because you're on here 24/7. We all know that you are on here 24/7, so I know that you are listening. Well, very good possibility anyway. So, if I turned around and did that, saying prove it that something happened to your daughter, that would mean that I'm scummy. If I was head mod somewhere before then and I did nothing to do with a message which was in the chat saying that your daughter deserved it, yeah, that's a scummy thing to do. Knowing the person and then jump up on the panel and not address the situation, yeah, that's a scummy thing also to turn around and say, shut the fuck up. You shouldn't be repeating saying what you're saying for 40 fucking minutes. That's a scummy person. Then quite rightly too, I would be a scummy person for doing that. Then you have me as a person turn around and say that on another panel, turn around and say, well, I had nothing else to use on you, yeah, I'm even being then again a scummy person, which quite rightly too. And then I start scoffing about it, saying about me being on a list. I'm number so and so. Yeah, again, I'm being a scummy person, which quite rightly too. And scoffed a lot. Yeah, right, let's come back to recent, yeah. I'm in a chat and somebody's commenting about a live that you put up and you revealed something about yourself that you had previously revealed, say in 2022, 17th of September in 2022. And it was my panel and I turned around, no, it wasn't my panel, I was in the chat and somebody was implying that you because you turn around and say something traumatic happened to you, you were saying that, you know, this is all, you know, a reversal role. And I was in the chat and I was listening to what was being said on the panel at that point in time. And I said nothing. Yeah. Didn't correct the person and what have you. Well, I'd be a pretty scummy person, wouldn't I? Really? Now, say if I was in another chat, and somebody was saying that you or your partner did nothing, you know, didn't attack the person that did it to your daughter, and saying that you are spineless, your partner's spineless, this, that, and the rest of it. Yeah. That would make me a scummy person. And listening to the person do it repeatedly, yeah, with other people on the panel, and then I jump on the panel and not do anything when the person repeats it when I'm on that panel, right? I would be a scummy person, right? So, you know, all in all, I am saying how people would look at me and say, with all that, plus other things, Ron, you are a scummy person. Hang on a minute. That reminded me of something. Oh, what was it now? Let's have a look. I know it's here somewhere. Let's have a look. Which one is it now? Where it was you.
Right.
It was you that turned around and said, where is it now? There, right. Let's find it. Let's find it. I'm not going through the whole list. Not going through the whole list of what you was involved in. You was involved in every single part of this. You was in the chat. You was on the panel.
Yep.
And this is what you said on a panel to us when we was on the panel. Let's listen to what you said.
You said to me about your fucking daughter then.
Okay then. Let's go here. I'm not talking about
Yeah, I want
you.
her to speak about her family.
I'm not talking about your health. I'm not questioning your health. I'm not questioning your private affairs.
So whose voice was that? Turn around and saying, prove it, or it didn't happen. Now, if I had said it to you, or Maria Moon said that to you, prove it, to do with your daughter, that's a scummy move. And no matter what the excuse is, that's still a scummy move. Yeah. And it was you who was in somebody's chat when, because Maria Moon turned around and said something that she had said previously in 2022. And the person is implying that she was making it up, looking for sympathy, all that sort of thing. We see it for what it really is. And you was in the chat and you didn't say anything. And then when a person, you was in the chat, when the person said it once, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever amount of times, and you was there hearing it, scummy move, not saying from the chat that, oh, you shouldn't be fucking saying this. How do you know what's going on in those people's lives at that point in time? You said nothing. But then you jump up on the panel and the person says exactly the same thing again. and you do not say nothing at all. Now, if it is the other way around, I would accept that I'm a scummy person. Are you going to accept that you are a scummy person? Real fact. That you are. You know, there's no way of escaping it, because everything that I've just said is factual, isn't it? Kev, freak of nature, Angela. And then you become one of the 15, didn't you? And what was the excuse? Then what was the excuse that you give? Oh, because I had nothing else. So don't try spinning something. Even if Smiler goes and listen, he's going to say, hang on a minute. No, he was saying what I was like when I went to prison. I was the bitch when I went to prison. That wasn't saying anything forced upon while he was in prison at all.
It's
not
me
in
that
the
said,
slightest.
does he like prison?
What?
Me.
No, right. So when did I say
When he
that?
said what he said about you.
What did I say exactly?
Fuck Clive.
Freak of nature. It, Kev, Angela.
Shit stirrer.
Many name. Well, that's why Yogi put it. Look who's shit stirring again.
Yeah.
Not actually sticking to what was actually said. Yeah.
Look in the mirror.
So this is it. Angela, be polite at this point. So why do you spin things? Why do you do that? I know why. Because if I was doing that, I'd be a scummy lowlife who thinks that they can do and say whatever they like. You know, I'm the popular one, so I can do and say and stir shit up as much as I like. Right, there you go. So you are, like I would be, a scummy low-life person who's a waste of my energy to have to do this. So yeah, I don't know why you're doing that. To actually do this on a live specifically for what your comment was on somebody else's live, to convince them that I turned around and said what you said. No, willing participant. That was my point. Willing participant. Two, being forced upon and willing participant are completely two separate things, and not even Smiler. I'm being polite. Yeah, not even Smiler will play along with your stupid, warped, idiotic, retarded, fucking game.
What did
like
he say
that.
first, Kev?
Well,
What
this
did
is
he
this
say
is
first?
well. I just went through that. I just went through that. I just went through that. I turned around and said that she was the one who turned around and said, "Prove it, prove it, prove it." She was the one who was in Shadies, seeing what was being said. She was the one. She was the one who jumped up on the panel and didn't say shut up. She was the one who was in another chat, hearing what was being said on the panel. She was the one who heard what was actually said. Was, in other words, was Maria Moon saying it for sympathy, this, that, and the rest of it. She was the one she was the one in the chat when Smiler was saying what he said. She was the one who was up on the panel when Smiler said what he said. You got a lot to say on some things, but got nothing to say. Now, if it was you, if something happened to you or your daughter, I would be going, shut the fuck up. On all occasions, shut the fuck up. Yeah, who do you think you fucking are? But you choose not to. Why? Because you're not a nice person. You just look out for yourself constantly. You think that you are above everybody else. You think that you are the popular person on YouTube. You are not the popular person. I'm not saying that I'm a popular person either, far fucking from it, but you sort of try to paint yourself as something special. You're not. You're like every single other person on YouTube. The only differences between you and me is that I haven't done any of those things of what you have done. Have I, Angela? I haven't questioned if you've got an illness or not to prove it, or anybody. Nobody has to prove anything. If they've made a statement that something's going on in their life, I take their word for it. And end of. I may make scenario stories up, you know, as flippant, you know, but I don't tend to use something as a weapon on somebody, because what would be the point? I'd be a scummy person, wouldn't I, to weaponize something? But that's what you are, Angela. That's what you are. You're the type of person that has shown that that is how low you will go. Because, you don't like me. Yeah, of course we don't like you. We've seen you around. We've seen you around and how you behave on YouTube. We've seen it. So no, we don't like you. But all because somebody doesn't like you doesn't mean that you can go for them in a certain way. You can call me a cunt. You can say whatever the fucking abuse you want to give me. You know, give Maria Moon. But we don't go and say to you, prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it. Otherwise, you aren't ill. Otherwise, if something traumatic happened to you or your daughter, prove it. Prove it or it didn't happen. Only a scummy person does that. Are you a scummy person? Are you a person that's done that? Are you a person that's done that? Yes. So that's the end of this live. That's the end of this live. Get your facts straight. If you're gonna tell people something, tell them the full thing. You know, I know what you was like when you was in prison. I've been told. You know, don't forget what's said on YouTube must be true. You know, so my point is, Angela, if you're gonna turn around and say that I said completely the opposite, then it shows how scummy everything that I said beforehand. It just shows how more scummy you are. Low life, pond life. That's what you are. You're the film on the top of stagnant water to me, because you go to places to have a go at people when there's no need. So, Smiler, go and listen, yeah, and you'll hear my words saying, I know what he did when he was in prison. That's not being forced upon. That's two completely different things. It's like when you turn around and said, you don't care about me, you don't like me. Well, they're two completely separate issues as well. Caring is one thing, not liking somebody is another thing. So you've just done it yet again, haven't you, Pond Life?
Well, message didn't go up.
So
Saying I'm sorry, Mrs. Magpie. I didn't know that happened to you. My message won't go up. Look, it's there. It won't go up.
all right,
It's
okay.
my phone, I think.
So sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. I've just been concentrating to get this done within at least half an hour. So yeah,
I said to
wasn't.
what he said about Ron, I turned around and said, oh, because he was saying, oh, I would go to prison. It's like, so you won't be there to protect your daughter, would you? So what do you like getting it, do you, Smiler? Is that why you like prison so much? I said it. Why the fuck didn't you come for me, you retard, Angela? Why didn't you come for me? Why?
See,
Why didn't you go for Smiler? Why didn't you go for Gypsy Dave? The fuck is your problem?
Why didn't she go for Shady? Why didn't she go for the person that was in the chat saying what they turned around and said, you know, she deserved it? Why didn't you do? There's a lot of things you could have done, Pond Life Angela, but you do not want to address those things. You will never accept what you turn around and say. You will not accept it. You know, whereas me, all those, like I said, role play, let it be me, done all the things that you have done over the course in our direction, yeah, over it all, from yourself, from other individuals, you are there, you're up on panels, and you say nothing. But you'll twist something for your advantage to try to put something out there. So again, I will thank Yogi. Well done for putting that up, because I wouldn't have known about it. Well done for put words in it the way you did. Look who's stirring again. Well done. Highly appreciate that, Yogi. Do 100%. Highly appreciate that. Otherwise, I wouldn't know unless somebody brought it up. So my reactions are all because of what others have said and done themselves. Fact. And you said nothing, Angela, Pond Life. You said nothing in the chat saying, oh, hang on a minute, hang on a minute. You can't really say what you're saying, that Maria Moon said it as a sympathy brought out of the hat and all this sort of thing, because, and others saw it for what it was. You was one of those participants who looked at it that way, wasn't you, Angela? Otherwise, you would have spoke up. Let's be honest, you are friends with them, and you'll look for any opportunity to try to justify yourself and what you have done on YouTube. That's all you do. You try to justify yourself. It's in the tone of your voice, what you're actually, why you're saying what you're saying. It's there for all to hear.
We're just talking about her fucking
bullshit
nature.
Yeah, you know, nature. How you know? So when you look at it all, Angela, where you haven't piped up and turned around and said you cannot say that, because all you're doing is you are labeling every single female as looking for sympathy, seeing it for what it is. Yeah. You should never question those sort of incidences. You should never turn around and say prove it or it didn't happen. You should Angela, look, I'm making clips to show what's been going on, yeah, in our direction. Yeah. But the thing is, Angela,
she's just picking up bits.
You was there at the time and did nothing like you always do. Anyway, everybody who is tuned in, thank you very much. It was live. I just wanted to address that as quickly as possible. I've got things to do. We're going out, you know, like people in the real world really do, you know, do things. We're not on YouTube 24/7. Oh, Michael Castrian. if you really looked where I forget what the person's name was, and the person turned around and said, because I smoke, aren't you scared of getting lung cancer? And then I thought, well, it's a fair point. Whoever that is, it's a fair point. You know, I'm a smoker and there's a good possibility. But when the person started going into vaccines and things like that, then obviously knew who it was, got blocked, end of. So that was sorted out. So why you turn around and say, oh, you let him in my chat? No, I didn't. Now, when you turn around and say this person is this person, I want, now for when everybody says this, yeah, I want 100% proof, 100% proof that what you are claiming about people, yeah, that they are coming in under a different name. Prove it to me that that individual is who you are claiming it to be. And like I turned around and said, if you come in and you're polite, you're respectful and what have you, then yeah. And if I don't know, then I don't know. Just be polite to people. Yeah. So I'm not going to turn around and say to, I've never heard Gregory's voice. Oh, Gregory, you are shady. Oh, NY Debs. Oh, you are somebody else. Oh, this, that, the rest of it. All because you say, all because you people turn around and say that this individual is this individual and that name is that name. And no, I don't work that way unless you can show me the proof, 100% proof that the person you are indicating to is in fact somebody that I would not have in my chat. Then yeah, prove it. You have not proved nothing when it comes down to when you claim this person is this person. If the person has said it in your private chats, yeah, show it. Show it. Show how you know what you are stating, who the person is true. Show it. That's the only way you're going to get 100% sure, unless the person says it outright themselves as their normal name on YouTube, turn around and says, oh, I am this person, I am that person. How do you know unless you've got it in a private communication? That's the only way you can prove it. So prove it. Otherwise, you're just labeling all these people as being somebody else. I go on face value, nothing more, nothing less. Hello, James brother, Miss Magpie, Furry Bollocks, Mickey Mouse bruv, NY Debs, everybody else.
Yes, Mother said we talk offline because he heard you say that some people have been looking at the stuff. He said
it's right. I'll clear that up. Yeah, one more time for you, Smiler. Yeah, one more time. I turned around and said, I will say this slowly for you. I've said it before. After the third person, yeah, and spoke to a friend of ours, right? The person decided to join YouTube. And then when it was said to other friends of ours, they decided to join YouTube to find what's going on, right? They decided to, oh, what we'll do is we'll infiltrate these Muppets, these Fraggles. Fraggles is a better word because they were low budget and what have you, and they didn't really last long, like Fraggles didn't, you know. So anyway, so yeah, so they joined YouTube back in 2022, 2023, and they started clipping or sending me timestamps to go and have a look and what have you. And they joined groups, you know, played the game and still are playing the game of being trustful. And it's simple as that. Because when you have got very close friends, in the real world, that is what they will do. They will go, right, let's find out as much as we possibly can on this matter. And then they would inform me what to do, where to look, and they will clip things themselves and then inform me. So there you go. That cleared that one up as well. You can't comment.
Well, no.
Oh, I don't know. Well, there's no comments in chat.
Smile as a pup-tard.
So yeah, hopefully that's cleared that up as well. If that was Crinkle, he got blocked when he exposed himself, saying where vaccines was concerned. It was obvious who it was then.
Okay, you said exposed self. They'll twist that round.
I'm beyond caring.
Well, that's how it's going.
What they're doing when it comes down to twisting words or what have you. I'm beyond caring on that, all that shit. Anyway, take care of yourselves. I went on for 7 minutes longer than what I was planning, nearly 7 minutes. But anyway, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you somewhere. Not many places we go, or if not, if I throw up a live, then yeah. But the lives for a while will be chill out lives.
Take care, you lovely.
Not gonna be.
Can't comment for some reason.
Not gonna be on YouTube drama stuff. It's not gonna be like that. YouTube blocked you.
Yeah.
Anyway, take care. I could be here all night. Keep on saying take care.
Love and peace, everybody.
Yeah, best you and your families, and
Thank you.
us on YouTube. You know, we're just voices at the end of your screens. Yeah, too right. So hopefully you have got that message upon life, Angela, that if you're going to say it,
I doubt it,
then say it. And you are the scummy person for saying what you said, because I accept that if I've done all the things what you've done, and if I didn't comment on what you haven't commented on, if I didn't do any of those things and pull people up, I'd be scummy. Anyway, take care, and we'll catch you at some point somewhere else. Bye for now.